Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Tomes.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Tomes will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill. Listen to Taya.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah, she won't be joining us on hunts for a little while, I guess. But yeah, it's a bit of a, like, 2 steps forward, 1.5 steps back at the moment. We didn't really end up achieving all that much in the grander scheme for what happened there. But at least, obviously, in terms of that stuff we did. But in terms of, the, like I say, the grander scheme, I'm not really sure we did. Right, we claimed a portion of Titan's essence. Attuning with Titan not only changed the elemental aspect of Clive, ability such a wind up, a singular strike, the increase in potency when charged. Okay. Titanic block can be used to fend off most incoming attacks, using swear immediately after a perfect time. Okay. Fine. So yeah. It's like, do we even need to bother going after Kupka now? Like, at this stage, his hands have been cut off, whatever. Should we just not be like, whatever the next Mother Crystal is, let's go? The only reason we went after Kupka is because he baited us out. Now that he's kind of had to remove himself, like his hands got removed.
Made it out alive.
Who the hell gives a shit at this particular point?
Men had their fun with more than a few.
Right, let's just set up what the next part of the story is, and then we'll have a look at quests and whatnot.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Taya's making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's did what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the Curse Breakers and our other friends in the West, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I ain't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air? Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
So yeah, Sid and Mid are Final Fantasy IV, I believe. So that's a really nice little touch there. And yes, I'm always of the kind of... I don't know what the phrase I'm looking for is, but basically someone like Mid being in the story is great. I think it's nice to add a bit of that youthful energy, the breath of fresh air.
Be getting some rest.
I think almost every story like this can benefit from it. Of course, you know, at the start, like the first 15 hours, Sid was kind of the breath of fresh air in there. He was just always like positive, just like cracking jokes, not taking anything too seriously, providing a bit of that kind of levity despite how crazy everything was. And now we have much more kind of, you know, Clive is just a serious man. That's just how he is. He does have his moments, of course, but that's just his personality. That's how he is, and that's fine. But Jill's pretty kind of serious and just kind of level-headed, that kind of thing. Like Gav's coming in and giving us some banter and some jokes too, but there's not a lot of like youthful kind of, you know, boundless energy going on in the group. And so I think having a character like Mid is going to add a nice bit of balance to the general vibe that we have here.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering, told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me, that one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Okay, sure.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Yeah, they're keeping us from making progress along the main story, but this one I'm intrigued by. Mid, I swear to God, if you somehow build some kind of airship, you'll go down history. This game, like, if it ends up having an airship, for me, that's still like one of the main elements I'm missing, just because that's what I just love about Final Fantasy, and so many of the games do have it, and so I can't help but wish it still had a bit more of that kind of that style of fantasy in there, not quite as grounded as this game is. Obviously, that's the stylistic choice and that's the vision, and I'm still really enjoying this game. It's really, really good. But that's why I'm still so optimistic for Final Fantasy 17. I really think if these guys, you know, if they have a vision for 17 that's a bit more of like the kind of high fantasy style, where you've got like the sky city of Bujerba, or you've got like, you know, all these crazy airships, or, you know, really wild like caves and forests and all that kind of shit like that. I don't know. Dreams Anakin looking cities, wherever it might be. Like, I feel like it's going to absolutely blow our minds. Well, this game I'm sure has done that for many already still, but then even for people like me, it's going to be amazing.
Must be hard, hearing what became of the place.
So far, seeing what I've seen and having played what I've played, I do think Final Fantasy is in good hands. There are aspects of it that still don't quite do it for me, in terms of my own personal taste, and there's things that aren't great about the game still, such as the crafting system, which is a minor. But for the future, I mean, this is such a solid effort. Like, they've had a very clear vision for this game, and they look like they're executing their vision and their direction, and I'm really impressed by that. They've just brought a lot of quality, and they've executed well. So, because the Final Fantasy, it does differ so much from game to game, despite sharing a lot of core elements, which is also a thing. I do think the next one is going to be different in many ways, and in many ways it will be different for the better too. As good as this game is, the sky's the limit, man. So I'm still generally very impressed so far. We should be able to get a new weapon surely with some of the stuff we got.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Okay. Yep, D-pad not working again.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
I swear to God, if that girl builds an airship, you'll hear me raving about that.
What do you need? Summer storm, that one.
Rolls in when you least expect it, soaking you to your skin and leaving you wringing your breeches. Just like our old man. Keeps us on our toes, though.
So, what'll it be?
Yeah, of course, it's only a +5 and we can't upgrade any further, which is a shame, but we'll take any boost we can get, of course.
Should last you a good while.
Ah, we get these bad boys. Okay, so at least we can make this one. That's good.
No scratches, right?
And then this one, in order to get this, we need gelatinous mat. So I think that's a hunt symbol, right? It's something you get from a hunt. And scarletite. Okay.
Anything else?
Not for now. And we'll speak to Karen. I've got to speak to Goots too.
I can't wait to see what Mid's going to build us this time.
Was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid. 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Gonna do whatever I can to help Mid.
Jill looked white as a sheep when we got her back.
Where is this guy? Oh. Wait, it means... yeah. Yeah, definitely that really like deep mid stage of the game where you have to just... Sometimes you just have to ignore the bigger picture of the story and just kind of lose yourself in everything that's going on in the moment, otherwise it can leave you a bit frustrated. So I'm trying my best to kind of forget about, you know, the whole Mother Crystal thing. It's already been 5 years, the world's ending, Blight's coming, we've got to get on with it. Even when the main storyline quest is kind of not in that direction, just got to let it go. Just try and enjoy it for what it is until we can get back on track with that stuff.
Should be enough to keep us going. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. but I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Alright.
Do with a good oil in this.
Before I go to Martha's Rest, obviously, we're going to have a look at what's available here. There's more hunts for starters. And probably, well, are there any side quests? This is kind of almost, it feels like I'm doing a side quest right now for the main quest. And yeah, well, there aren't any, so I'm not surprised at this stage. And maybe the thing I couldn't craft, I can just buy from the shop. I've just got so much gil that I'm not spending on much. They just want you to spend on the orchestrations.
And what can I do for you?
Is irrepressible the word? The girl doesn't let anything get her down, that's for certain.
Quite the opposite.
In fact, she's got a way of making every bugger else get up and dance to her tune.
Like father, like daughter.
Eh? I'd say it ran in the blood if I didn't know better. Can't wait to see what kind of queer contraption she comes up with next. So long as she doesn't try and rope me into building it for her.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Alright. I'll make sure it don't take too long.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Right, almost up to 100k. I'll quickly check
It's alright.
this. Yeah, I'm mad I didn't get to have the big Titan battle, to be fair. But yeah, I guess in a way, it's I did kind of like the fact they didn't do that as well. It would have got a little bit repetitive in some ways. I apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when all this is through. And yeah, of course, Torgal now. What is going on with Torgal? He basically semi-primed. Is he also a flipping Eikon? I was speaking to someone again, like, there was that one piece of text that said something like 7 and 2. It was talking about Griga, I think, and it was like, oh, the Griga had 7 and 2, like, manifestations of her love, or whatever the hell the line was. I completely don't remember. But at the time, my initial reaction was, wait, does that mean that there's actually like 72 Eikons or something? And to me, like, the Typhon battle felt like an Eikon battle. And so it's this whole, like,
Tim says he's looking for books about Torgal.
It's like this 8 Eikon thing bullshit. I don't know.
When we find out anything about Torgal, you'll be the first to know.
Damn it. Okay, fine. Right, so last thing to do is hunt board. And then we can go from there. Man, I am glad this right stick drifting is only affecting the camera and not the actual gameplay.
Boy soldiers with their ruby stain, stick steeds fed to the fire, shall never burn away the pain, till one man tops the pyre.
I think they could have picked someone with a nicer voice. No offense to whoever sang this,
Jill
but
white as a sheet when they brought her.
I'm sure they had plenty of people to audition for the role of the Bard in Final
The Litlands
Fantasy
have been up to their old
16.
tricks again.
Right. Moogly, what you got for me? Only one more. Oh, but it's A rank shit. Rumor is spreading throughout the southern reaches of Rosario of a pool of opalescent ooze. Yeah, this is the gelatinous thing, and I can get a nice piece of equipment as a result of that, so I think I've got to get it. Hawk's Cry Cliff, Rosario. Okay. That's going to be tough. And...
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
yeah, so 225, yeah, 295. Expand renown to unlock. Okay.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Right then, let's get out there. It is Rosario we need to go to. Right, Hawk's Cry Cliff, let's go. It's probably going to be a battle in which I'll need to use my new iconic abilities. Okay, so we have another. Let's have a look. Unlearned. Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to be able to use that. Like, that's going to take too long to charge. I can't do that. Okay. Do we just master one of these and then switch to this? Honestly, I don't think so. Like, I'm not feeling the Titan abilities at this point. I just like this one too much. It lasts so long. It's very useful for difficult bosses. It's not great because it obscures so much of the screen. I don't like it visually because it turns into just total chaos. You don't know what's happening. But yeah, Titan at the moment, I feel like I'm not as happy using the Titan abilities right now. Maybe I can do this one and master that and then swap it with this. But the AoE of this one is nice as well. Already I feel like I kind of like what I already have, and then we've got like 3 more sets here. So it is eventually, of course, you're going to have, even if you have 6 slots, let's quickly have a look. 6 slots to use, but each one has 1, 2, 3, and potentially 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. So it's like you're going to end up not using like 70% of it anyway. So I think unfortunately that's going to become pretty normal. So I'm not going to force myself to use every new thing at this stage. If whatever's working for me, I'll kind of leave it like that. So the levels have gone up here, I think. It wasn't like this before. And how am I going to make Torgal go like sicko mode in battle? I don't know. But yeah, not going to get too bogged down in random encounters for now. Let's move. Then again, hold on. Hawk's Cry Cliff. I wish the default walking speed was a bit faster. But this is dangerous. It's the first A rank, and B ranks were already quite dangerous if you're not careful. So this is definitely game over material here. Fight. No, it's not. Time to flight. So what did it specifically say? Hawk's Cry Cliff is definitely the right place. Southern reaches of Rosaria, a pool of opalescent ooze has been sighted in the moors and meadows of the region. Does this part of it turn back into Hawk's Cry Cliff? Right. Oh man. I hate these guys. Gotta be very careful here.
So you take us unawares, did you?
Oh, it's a level 38.
Get him! This one.
Trying to stay on the move.
There's a good boy.
That was the wrong move. I didn't intend to do that one this time. Yeah, I sacrificed some animation time to help with the stagger here, but... Oh man. So it leaves like permanent stuff like that. Wow. That's dangerous. Okay. Let's keep going, Torgal. Let's keep going, boy. Here it goes. Alright, just gotta stagger it one more time, I think. And we got this. I hate that move.
That's better. That's all ready.
It just is really spamming now. I think we've got to just speed this up because he's spamming too much for my taste. Nah, lame. There it is. Notorious. Only 95 ability points. I feel like at this day we should get more than that. I could probably just run around and just kill random enemies and get 90 quicker than that. But yes, we needed this for an important piece of equipment, so that's good.
Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
Alright. Yeah, we still haven't basically set foot on this entire part. This must be like the final act area from here. Yeah, to be honest, this part too. Still a lot to do, man, in this game. It seems to be adding up. I think I have heard if you basically ignore everything and go flat out story and you just rush, maybe you put some items on to make it quicker. It's more like 30-hour kind of mark. But I think for most of us playing, especially if you're doing side quests too, it's somewhere between 40 to 70, depending on how quick you do everything and how many of it you do.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
What's that? Okay, fine. Let's go, boy. So at this stage, especially areas I've been in before, I'm not as motivated to fight the random encounters. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. I'm not like, I definitely don't feel like I have to fight everything at this stage.